hopeful that this is going to go. The viewer count keeps going up and up. I think people are waiting to see what the call's going to be here today. But a lot of people at NASA, remember, they're not just going to launch this thing. They're not just
One. Ignition. And liftoff.
Copy, 1 Alpha.
Fuel pushing downrange. Trajectory nominal.
Three, two.
We'll get you guys some more information on the status of today's launch attempt. Friendly reminder here, we're waiting on the NASA teams to give us an update on what the status of the vehicle is as they continue to troubleshoot and try to figure out what exactly is going on. The vehicle is in a stable configuration right now as they were working two issues earlier. One of the engine number 3, one of the 4 engines was not venting properly. They're trying to do a vent test where they're basically chilling the engine with liquid hydrogen. And so they were trying to get that test done before the ignition sequence, which is kind of more when it would normally be doing that. They were trying to test that out, something they were not able to do during the previous wet dress rehearsal tests. They were working on that, trying to figure that out, but they are currently also considering there was also a potential hydrogen leak in the inner stage. And Mary Liz, do we have an update?
The update is the same as the last few updates I've given you. It's that they are still working on troubleshooting the plan for engine number 3 that had issues with the engine bleed. Still awaiting more information. The engineers are discussing, going over modeling and data.
Yep.
And then they said, we'll update you when we know what's happening.
Yep. And again, there's a 2-hour launch window beginning at 8:33 local time. You can see it's 8:20 here local. So we have basically 2 hours and 13 minutes left in this launch window. But you actually have to remove 40 minutes from that because the countdown clock, the actual terminal count sequence is T-minus 40 minutes. So if they aren't able to hit the let's try to light this thing in, what would that be, basically an hour and 43 minutes or whatever, I guess 2 hours and 13 minutes minus, I can't do math right now. Basically in an hour and 33 minutes from now we will know for sure. That is the end of their opportunity to get into the final countdown within the launch window. Sorry, it's
Today.
Today. The next opportunity for launch is September 2nd. September 5th is the one after that. If they don't hit any of those launch windows, it has to roll back to the vehicle assembly building very slowly on the crawler.
I don't want it to
Something
happen.
is done twice. They've already rolled it out twice. This is the 3rd time it's out at the pad. The first 2 times were for what's called a wet dress rehearsal, basically like just a test of everything but the ignition of anything. So the whole fueling procedure, they have never done it successfully on SLS. This is the first launch of this rocket. It has some teething pains. They have never made it all the way through wet dress rehearsal. They're kind
Отлично. Тем временем Илон Маск в Твиттере пожелал удачного полета Артемиде. Это радует, правда, пока что с удачностью полета как-то не очень складывается. По текущей ситуации у ракеты СЛС Блок-1 наблюдается проблема с одним из двигателей. Конкретно он не продувается, вентинг. И вроде как наблюдается незначительная протечка водорода в баке в верхней ступени. У НАСА есть еще около 1,5 часов, чтобы успеть исправить ситуацию, иначе пуск придется перенести на резервное окно 2 сентября. Будем надеяться, что ситуация разрешится успешно. А пока что послушаем, что нам расскажет Everyday Team Dot.
Just to confirm that weather issue, it's the cumulus cloud rule is now red. As a rain shower approaches the Artemis-I line, I'm looking at it.
Yeah.
I see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to prepare
Oh yeah.
just in case. We
Let's
got
get
a
the
lot of
teams
equipment out here.
Prepped for rain.
Florida.
Also, Allie's holding a stand.
I like this update. Allie is
Okay, so let's keep going.
doing many things at
Oh, this is from Marcus House. How can you
Oh,
not love
hey.
Marcus House?
You
It's-
can't not.
Exactly. Says Cosmic Perspective on screen with Mary Liz. Cosmic
Hi.
Perspective, awesome. See,
Hey, Marcus.
he says love seeing Mary Liz at
Я
Cosmic.
не буду переводить их
Yes.
разговоры,
So again,
буду
if, for those
переводить
of you that
только
don't
когда
know Mary
будет
Liz,
что-то
she
важное.
joined on a couple streams during SN8 or during
No.
SN11, SN15
Yep.
because
And then
and now because as many of you are familiar, we work Cosmic Perspective and Everyday Astronaut teams are more or less a cohesive circle of friends, you know, and we we just work together. We share
there's
a lot of
gaff
gear.
tape involved in our friendship.
There is. And you know, we got the power couple of Mary Liz and Ryan, who produce content for Cosmic Perspective, and it just makes there's a lot of overlap. There's a big old fat Venn diagram of work, and then you know the Everyday Astronaut crew. You know, we've got a lot of people behind the scenes, and it all makes sense just to kind of merge them together. I do see that as a
Зрелище,
stinky
конечно,
great guy.
It's not a
потрясающее.
good one.
СЛС
It's
колоссальная.
big.
Oh, I like
It looks
that
like
shot.
it would take a while.
I like
По
that shot.
параметрам это
That's
самая
really nice. I
мощная
love that
ракета из
they have brought the worm
созданных на
back
сегодняшний день, если не
officially.
считать
Huge fan of
Старшипа.
the worm.
I thought that was just
Но
going
не
to be
самая
for
большая.
the,
Сатурн-5 был
first crew
больше.
missions, but
И что самое главное, дешевле.
It's.
Даже
I'm
в
so happy
пересчете на
it's the very first
сегодняшние
Falcon
доллары.
9 booster. Was that
yeah.
booster 1058 had the NASA worm on it, and
Yeah.
I loved seeing it again out there in the world, and now seeing it on the solid rocket boosters just makes me very happy. Yeah. Okay, let's keep going here. Let's see. This is thank you so much from Mahish, and also thank you from Razenbot. Good to see you, Razenbot. This is from another person that we see all the time in the streams. Own High says, so take a poll. Who here watching was alive last time humans walked on the moon? I turned 2 the day before Apollo 17 left the moon. So 52 years old is how old our friend.
And yet it still inspired most of us to do what we do,
Yeah,
even if we were not there when it happened.
Yeah, in chat, I'm just super curious how many of you were alive for Apollo 17, and if so, feel free to say how old you were if you're not afraid of showing your age in a little YouTube chat. But yeah, it's really interesting how many people are not even weren't even alive then. You know, the last time humans were at the moon.
That is, it's a crazy thing to think, and yet it feels like it really, in the grand scheme, wasn't that long ago.
No, but it was too long.
I know.
Yeah, I will say.
Always
it
gonna
was
be too long.
Michael Wolf, thank you for the support. Really appreciate that. This is from CQ Keckman. Are you more excited about SLS Artemis program or Starship? Well, I have a very friendly reminder that Starship is part of the Artemis program. So you can be a fan of Artemis, and by being a fan of Artemis, you're a fan of Starship and SLS. It's kind of the perfect merge to me. So, I mean, realistically, I'm really extremely hilariously enthusiastic about the potential of Starship.
Of course.
I have invested my entire life into being, having the studio down there to be able to watch the progress of Starship. You guys in cosmic perspective, Ryan's literally at the pad like every day,
We live
archiving it,
there.
archiving it in 12K footage, so that you know it's like
Thank
this
you,
is
Tim,
the
by the way.
well, thank Black Magic too for making a 12K camera. That's awesome.
Yes.
But yeah, that that's we're able to see that. We see that on the horizon as the clear path of where every
Салют, в смысле, салют всем, я бы даже сказал. Ну, у НАСА пока что дата начала их стрима сместилась на 16 часов. Так что мы все еще продолжаем ждать. Будем смотреть у нас Space Flight тогда. Обратный отсчет перед стартом будет занимать 40 минут, поэтому когда станет понятно, что СЛС полетит, еще будет 40 минут до непосредственного начала. Так что продолжаем ждать и надеяться, что это чудо инженерной мысли сегодня все-таки согласится завестись и нас порадовать. Погода во Флориде тоже не очень хорошая, но пока еще вроде подходящая для пуска. что ж, я вас поздравляю, поступила официальная информация от НАСА, на сегодня пуск отменен. Они будут пытаться дальше разобраться с проблемами, но следующая попытка состоится в пятницу. Так что спасибо всем за внимание. Встретимся еще раз в пятницу, ожидая новой попытки. Так что спасибо всем, кто пришел, и до пятницы.